Hello and welcome to issues 94 and 95 of Build Your Own R2D2. Yes, after this video there's only 5 more issues left to complete in the little droid. And actually, we're going to do it in reverse order. I'm going to start with issue 95 and issue 94 will come after. I also want to say happy Wednesday. If you are joining me from the Saturday video and you realise you missed one, hello, happy Saturday. But this is a video that's going out on Wednesday, as you know, because you're watching it on Wednesday, hopefully. And it's the last of the midweek videos that I need to do to hit my Christmas Day deadline. So from here on in, it will just be the normal Sunday as before. Did I say Saturday earlier? I meant Sunday. Anyway, so the parts we get in issue 95, we get this part here, and we also get this part here, which we're not going to use. We're actually going to use these parts here and keep those parts safe for a later date. Now, to start off with then, first of all, I just want to say that these are quite weighty parts. They're all metal, and these parts, when all put together, will form the motor that moves R2-D2's dome, and we're building the drive shaft today. So the first thing we need to do in building this drive shaft is get this bearing, the smaller of the bearings that we get in this issue, and we just need to pop it into this piece here, and we need to push it down so it is completely flush with the surface of that there. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get so close. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you there. Yeah, so it's flush with the surface of the interior bottom part of this drive shaft. You all, everybody. To keep the bearing in place, we just need to get this metal part and pop it over the top there, and then just screw it down with these small screws, which I'm just very quickly going to do now. I'm not going to bother speeding it up because I think all you hear is did, and then you'll be back. So there we go. Sorry again for scaring you by going so close to the camera. I need to remember that the camera has a zoom function. Oh, I also need to remember how to screw stuff into holes, apparently, which is nuts because I've been doing this for about 4 years now. You'd think I'll be good at it. There we go. Right, so that bearing is in there nice and safe. That's not going to come out. And put this part aside for now because we are done with it. The next part of the drive shaft involves this bigger bearing, and we just pop it into one of these two parts, which look identical, but they are not. If I push these two together, which is how they will fasten, you'll see that one side has hexagonal holes, and then on the other side you have circle holes. You need to make sure that you put this black part, which will be used to attach it to a part later down the line, goes over the circle holes and leaves the hexagonal holes free. Otherwise it's going to be really hard for you to screw this part in. What you need to do is get one of these silver flanged screws and one of these nuts and pop the nut into the hexagonal hole. Make sure the black part is over there. I've done this with my right hand and I'm not left-handed, so I should. Hold on. Making a mess out of this. Let's put that there ready. Bring in the black part and I'm just going to loosely screw this part in so that at least sort of holds it in place. Oh, sorry, you can't see. There we go. Let me zoom out so you can actually see. Just repositioning the camera. There we go. So you see that I've put that in loosely just so it holds into place. Then what we need to do is swing it round so that the black part covers this circle hole, and do the exact same thing. Get a flange screw and a bolt or nut, and then just line everything up and screw it all down properly this time so it is nice and secure and properly fastened. Okay, so that's one side done, and then just tighten up the other side. There we go. And that is the first part of this drive shaft.
You never heard of Drive Shaft?
The band.
Yeah, the band.
You were in Drive Shaft.
I am in Drive Shaft. I play bass.
Completed. And also this part here as well, which I imagine in time will probably look something like this. I love this bit rotating. The dome. Yeah. So with the drive shaft,
All everybody, you
all done. Let's move on to the parts we get in issue 94. And I don't feel like I explained why I'm doing issue 5 then issue 95 then issue 94. It's because issue 95 was nice and small. This part here we're going to attach onto the main body of R2D2, and I'll get the main body in just a second. So this part comes in a very nice bag. We haven't really seen a protective bag like this. I've already teared it open. So if I just take out this part, you'll see that we have more connectors here like we looked at last Sunday. And you'll see there's just a bit of green there because the circuit board is already pre-installed in this protective part. It says that it's already pre-installed to protect it from damage or electrical interference, which makes me worry that the circuit board that we put in last Sunday might be electrically interfered with. I hope it isn't, because it's only my fault if it is. But yeah, this one's protected, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is the microcontrol unit, and in the magazine that is shortened to MCU. So for the sake of continuity to the magazines and no other reason, I am going to call it the MCU. As well. What you need to do is you need to get these cable brackets that will eventually hold all the many cables of R2D2, and we just need to attach it onto the MCU with a very simple screw in the whole process. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw these parts down now. There we go. So that's the brackets all installed. I've installed them both the same way, which it looks like they have done on the magazine as well. Oh, sorry. Had something stuck in my throat there. That wasn't pleasant. Sorry about that. Yeah, so now we just need to attach this to the main body of R2D2. So I'm just going to change up camera angle. And we are now looking again in the interior of R2D2's body. And you can see that there are two holes here that will hold the MCU in place. So what you need to do is you need to get it so it is facing this way round. So we have the top bracket on the right, and then this red is over this black and down there, and we just need to align it. This is probably going to be quite tough to do. Align it so that the lugs go into the holes. Oh, this is going to be a bit fiddly, I feel. Okay, I'm going to leave mine like this for now. It is not secure, although the lugs are in place, because it does say to slide it down and lock it into place, but okay, I'm going to have to deal with this off camera. But that is the MCU. All done and all installed. And don't forget that we've got the drive shaft pieces that we'll look at in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this pun-filled video. I've really enjoyed editing it. I probably haven't thought about the editing process while filming this. I just thought it was a good idea. Whoops, sorry future me who had to edit this. Just on the MCU, I know it's been a few weeks now, but I'm really gutted that Daredevil got cancelled by Netflix. They were consistently great. Especially the last season was phenomenal. And I'm hoping that it's nothing to do with the new Disney streaming service. I hope it's because they're bringing them into the movies. Who knows what will happen after Avengers 4? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about Daredevil being cancelled, about the MCU in general. Oh, you missed one there, Chris. About the MCU. There you go. I'll give myself more work to do. I'm going to shut up. And if you also want to talk about Star Wars rather than that series of films, which I'm not going to mention because I have to put in another clip, feel free to put that in the comics as well. You can tell that I've nearly broken up for the Christmas, can't you? I've gone a bit doolally. So, happy Wednesday, the last Wednesday video. This is the last Wednesday video of R2D2. All the rest will be on Sunday, apart from the last one, of which of course be on Christmas Day. Now, it has been a pun-filled video, and it has been fun to do, but I just want to end the video by dedicating it to the guy that made Marvel films all possible by creating a good chunk of the characters, and that is, of course, the late great Stan Lee.
You know, I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said.